Welcome to Get Your FRQ On. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use your graphing calculator to solve systems of nonlinear inequalities. So the first thing we're going to do is anything that shows up in our system of inequalities, we're going to enter into our y equals editor. All right, so these I just sort of pre-programmed them in just to save a little time. But notice that these are just set to equals, and to make these inequalities, what I want to do is I want to use my left arrow key to move to right at the left margin here where it has the color and the type of shading or the type of graph that it's going to make. Once I have that selected, I'm going to hit enter, and then I can select the color. I want to move this down because what I want to do is I want to change this to an inequality. So if I move that one to the right, it indicates that it will shade above this graph, which typically means that we have y is greater than whatever that boundary function is. So I will use that for this one, and then I'll move down, and I'll do the same thing for the second one. I'll just make that y is less than that. So now I have these set as inequalities instead. And when I graph, notice that it will shade them. Because the TI-84 is a color calculator, it's pretty easy to tell what the solution is here. I've got blue up here, red over here, and somewhere where blue meets red, we have purple, so this would be the solution set to that system of nonlinear inequalities. Recall that when we solve a system of inequalities, we generally do not solve for specific points. We actually just graph them and find an entire region. Then we can test points to see if they're region, but we typically don't have a list of ordered pairs as the solution to that inequality. It's possible if you have the right kind of system where you're just going to have specific ordered pairs, but it's pretty rare. So that's how you can use your graphing calculator to graph systems of nonlinear inequalities.